Hello there, I'm Milo, and I hope you're doing very well today. Stream's starting a little late today, sorry about that. I had things to do, but we're here now. I expect this game will actually be a multi-part stream anyway, because I'm playing a very large and impressive Donkey Kong Country fan game. Sorry, I'm just trying to move the window, but I grabbed the resize thing by mistake. Anyway, yeah, it's a fan game. Donkey Kong stuff owned by Nintendo, but the fans have the means and the skills to make their own awesome games, and that's really cool. So what I've launched right now is an earlier version of the demo, just to show you what the state of the game was in 2019-2020. They only started developing in 2019, which is why it's so impressive to have a finished, impressive product as it is at this time. As of 2021, several weeks ago, they put out a 2.0 version of the game, and that's, I guess, considered the complete experience with the new map screen and everything. It's all very nice. But yeah, this is how the game was before that 2.0 update, just to show you that in terms of its content, not much actually changed, but they really amped up the presentation of it and stuff. So we'll just go through the normal process of the opening of the game, and then we'll compare it. So this is demo 1.1 that was released in a few different sort of SKUs, and I think the difference is that you have a different Kong selection. Compared to the earlier 1.0 demo or the demo 1 version, there's extra ships on this map screen, but yeah, a lot of backgrounds and stuff are taken from photographs in this version of the game. By the final version, they've made a lot of pre-rendered 3D assets in the style of the original Donkey Kong Country Trilogy, which is really good to see. The names of the levels are also sort of placeholder names at this stage. So the first level is called DK Island Swing Lorries 1. But when I launch demo 2.0 in just a few minutes, you'll see that it actually looks quite different. So it says Al. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so Donkey and Kitty is what is available in this version of the demo. But yeah, it plays really well. You might recognize similarities to another project that I've played before on stream. Donkey Kong Country for the Kong's Return, which is made by an international team, although several of the core members are based in Brazil. This is also a product of a few fan developers in Brazil, I believe. So it's cool that apparently that country is such a hotbed of DKC fan game development. That's really nice. But yeah, to do so much in just 2 years is really impressive, I think. And what I intend to do with this game is actually play through the whole thing completely and totally, because I'm so impressed with it as a finished product. So that's just a little quick run through of the first level, but I'll be taking it a little bit slower when we get into the real thing. Gibbon saying that the mismatch of art styles is a bit jarring, but otherwise looks pretty slick. And yeah, that's a fair assessment at this stage. Like I said, there's more pre-rendered assets in the final game, so we'll switch over to that now. That was just a brief tour of the original version of the demo, but it's cool that relatively recently they put out this 2.0 version that's been enhanced quite a bit, so we'll see how that looks. And like a mismatch of art styles is an interesting point. Whenever you put assets from, DKC 1 next to 3, there's a little bit of a mismatch too. But they do match pretty well, but over time, over those 3 installments, the series evolved pretty well. Anyway, got a little 40th anniversary tag there. This screen has been upgraded, and they've kind of mixed all 3 versions of the title screen music together to make a little bit of a cacophony. Not a crocodile cacophony, but yeah, this gives a better idea of the concept of the project, I guess. Mixing and mashing up, remixing concepts and assets and stuff from all 3 of the classic rare Donkey Kong Country games into a single product. but along the way expanding it, expanding the screen size. It's a big widescreen version now, which is really cool. And here we can see some of the other additions to this 2.0 version. This sort of opening cutscene, Captain K. Rool is here with Chaos, an odd mix of a pre-rendered sprite on a higher res pre-rendered background. Bit of a teaser, I guess. And yeah, this is the same little thing here. We'll let this play out a bit. This kind of stuff is always really fun to watch. You get little animations like at the end of the first DKC. Well, you sort of get them at the end of all three games, but the first one is where Diddy and Donkey are sort of beating up on each other. Anyway, just seeing the Kongs have fun, interact all together like that. Really cool stuff. Here we can see we're in Gusty Glade from DKC2 for the map screen instead, or for the menu select thing. Yep, we'll pick file 1 and... Oh no, what have they done? They've used the North American version of the controller thing for this. That's just wrong. Over here, of course, we have the controllers that look more similar to the Super Famicom with the rainbow buttons, much lovelier. And they are reflected in that way in-game in the PAL version as well as NTSCJ. I don't know how the co-op works, but I don't have another person here to play with me, so single player it is. And here we go, look at this stuff. Like I said, all 3D rendered, but animated too. Very cool. Giving us a little preview of what's coming up. There'll be a volcano world, there's a roller coaster, pirate ship, snowy mountain, some ruins, big zinger hive I see. And yeah, of course we're starting in Laurie's jungle. And I assume that this whole area is Donkey Kong Valley. A new sort of location. Actually, come to think of it, wasn't there some other cutscene that we were supposed to see? I don't know. What I'm going to do is go to the credits screen. There's a little about menu. Oh, I can't change the input. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Just because I don't think there's other credits in the game, maybe until we get to the end. See ya. Have a nice walk. Ooh, nice. Very cute. Enjoy the sun. Yeah, so here we've got the people to thank for this. André Luiz Silva is head programmer, and he's also credited as idealization elsewhere. And what else have we got? Tiago Rodolfo Leal, design and story is what I've got written here, but yeah, there's a few more names here and a few more roles, but that's who's behind it. Obviously, Andre Productions being like the quote-unquote, production company, should tell you that André Luiz Silva is the head or like main driving force of this new fan game. So yeah, very cool stuff. Let's start. Oh, Jeff's here too. Hi, Jeff. I like the pirate ship. I thought you might. Jeff, of course, runs a very successful Sea of Thieves fan blog, Golden Sands. Go check that out if you're into Sea of Thieves. Oh my gosh, look at this. Amazing. Let's just take this in for a minute. The crashed plane that got turned into a shop reminds me of Funky's Flying By a bit. We do have a pirate ship here coming up. That sort of house built into a SNES controller. I wonder if Cranky's in there or something. Wrinkly's house is what that sign on the right says by the save point. And Orson Zed's here too. Greetings from my extra big ass TV. Welcome. Okay, so Sunny Paradise is the first level, and I did a brief preview just before this of the original demo, and as you can see... Oh yeah, the warp, great. We don't need that though. I want to actually play through the levels and maybe get all the bonuses if I can. But that'll let us, I guess, leave when we want to. It looks like they're still using sort of digitized photos for the backgrounds, but they've applied some kind of, you know, filter to it or something to make it mesh a little bit better with the pre-rendered assets. So we're going to do that again. My aim is to go through this, you know, pretty casually, take it in, get all the bonuses if I can. Okay, so Dixie's been pre-chosen as the companion for this one, but all 4 of the classic Kongs are here in playable form for this game. Get some nice reflective water in the background there. And yeah, you can already see how they're mashing up things from the series. We're starting in a DKC1 jungle, but sneaks are here from DKC3. So what I want to do is get back over here. Whoops. Maybe like this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a team up. I'll try that in a minute. But you can see a little flashing light on the floor there. You could probably... Oh, no. So in DKC1, a lot of sort of extra items were hidden in the ground by you falling on them, but I guess this is a hand slap situation. Okay. Oop. Oh. Oh yeah, it's a rotating barrel. Okay. No problem. So here we have silver banana coins. I think Kong's Return has a similar system, actually. The sort of alternate currency, or currency, in the game is these silver coins. In this case, they're banana coins, which we had golden banana coins too. Now the silver. This is a feature I like. There's a DK barrel here, but a floating one. In the original games... what the heck was that? Oh, it's a little butterfly. Nice. Yeah, so... if you... what was I saying? Yeah, if you already have a Kong, then you don't break the barrel. That's a normal feature. I don't know why I called it out specifically, but... Yep, DK coins are back. Hero coins, whatever you want to call them. And of course animal buddies too. So this is all pretty standard stuff for jungle hijinks in the first... What's this? Okay, so we do have the charge move. Just a little secret cave for us. But also a clobber, which is unusual for DKC1. Collect the hearts. Okay, cool. This is like collect the stars, I guess. And yeah, I gotta say, play control feels really good. Feels very authentic to what I expect from a DKC game, more or less. Oh, bonus lives in a bonus. Let's try out Dixie, see how she feels. Whoops. There we go. Yep, that's good. Oh. Seems like they've added little vocalizations to some of our actions here. I wondered if return style we would get a little bonus if we collected all the bananas in a little row there, but... You see when I do a little roll? Dixie makes a little noise, which is taken from the start of her like crying animation when she gets hit or loses a life. Can the HUD turn off? That's a good question, Orson. Normally you would expect it to in the classic games, wouldn't you? Let me see. Exclamation mark, DK coin, and the K. It does track our Kong panel letters collection, much like the Retro Studios games. Dangerous Crossing is our level 2. I only did one bonus there, didn't I? Interesting. Oh, it's when I jump that she makes the sound. Does DK have a sound? Only when landing, it sounds like. Well, let's give Dixie a go. Do I have kitty-style breaking of the floor when throwing a heavy character? Gotta get this right. Oops. Yeah, you have quite a bit of control over your secondary character there. Oh, what? Maybe I have to be more precise. Hold on. I do like how they've... There we go. Yeah, I just had to get it spot on. I like how they've included some... What? Oh, you can stand on top of the barrels. Interesting. I like how they've included some extra scenery, like what I'm standing on, in the background. That's just a bit of scene setting. That's really cute. Also notice that enemies falling into the water are still represented. They fall in and then they sink down. That's cute too. A lot of little animation touches. Wait a minute. Is that an air meter? Oh my gosh, no. Why? Why did you take that from Tropical Freeze of all things? Oh well, it's fine. Oops, okay. Oh, can't jump very high with Donkey on my back. Great. Apparently getting all the Kong letters is also part of completion now, so we'll keep that in mind. And here they're putting the sort of Pirate Kremlin characters in this boardwalk setting. That actually fits pretty well. Okay, super jump it is. Oh, I really like how they've expanded the screen size. I like the feeling of it. I don't know if I had to ditch rightly there, but it gave me that little edge. Gibbon says, this is pretty neat, but then never mind, 0 out of 10. I guess in response to the air meter. Yeah. Not thrilled about that, but we'll see. It might be okay. If anything, it might mean that water levels are shorter or you spend less time underwater overall, which is good. I just think water levels in most platform games are pretty derided, and I'm not a huge fan of them either, so... DKC 2, I think, did a really good job of having water levels that you were in and out of water a lot, so it wasn't just an entire level that's underwater the whole time. Oops! Oh wow, okay. You just got to push it far enough so it goes over that gap. Cool. It looked like it said 82 DK coins. Oh, almost missed that. Now this is cute. A bit like... what other game does this? Well, Returns kind of does this with the worlds, but we're seeing a preview of the next level as we get to the end of this one, with the pirate ship in the background and over here in the foreground too. The HUD element's not going away is distracting. Let's see if I can do anything about that. I'll press some buttons. I forgot to do that, sorry. But first, we get to see Funky. Funky's Travels. Alright, meet the caves, Kremlin, 90% off, good surprises, the vacation of your dreams at Razor Ridge. There's the gyroscope from 3 up there, and of course the other 2 boats down here, except for the ski boat. Yeah, different designs of surfboards over there, that's cute. Master of the Coins. Yeah, this is cool stuff. Alright, what's up, Funky? Can we talk or what? No? Apparently not. No dialogue. Or at least I couldn't trigger it. And yeah, we've only got the 1 jungle so far. Oh, was that the 0 out of 10 because of the HUD? Gibbons says, I just mean because in the DKC games, the relevant HUD elements only pop up when you're collecting that thing and go away after a bit. Yeah, it seems to work differently in the game. I wonder if there's an option or something. Sails at Night is the next stage. I'll press some other buttons on the controller and see what I can do. So here we got the 14 lives, 14 bananas. Oh my gosh, wow. You can do the rolling move at any time. So that's Interesting. This was only a mechanic in DKC 3 and then only briefly. I don't think it was ever really used or relied on, but you could do the team up, throw Kitty against the wall, and then ride him. But you can do that at any time by pressing L and R. That's interesting. What else can we do? I can't actually pause, but select does swap your Kongs, as you'd expect. Yeah, that's all the buttons. So that's not going away. What I'm going to do is check the README and see if it says anything about that. Whoop, whoop. Oh, great. Because this is going to impact the whole experience for a number of streams. Oh yeah, 0 out of 10 for the air meter, says Gibbon. Horrible decision, lol. Yeah. Okay, the actual game window is getting in the way of everything else, but that's okay. Run, catch, skip, put reserve jack on the back. What does that mean? Hold enter and shift together. Exit the stage if you've already passed. Pause isn't working apparently. But full screen, etc. Yep, all good. Get off the animal. There's something in the README about reserve jack bearing. Actually, here, I'll switch the window over. Yeah. I don't know what place reserve jack on the back means at all. I think it means... Yeah. Same as here. Ball, put reserve monkey on the back. I think that's what it means. Just the team up move. Ball. Ball. Maybe that's... Yeah. Like a reference to the circle in PlayStation controller. Okay, cool. This may have been translated a little oddly. Oh, we can change the colors. Great. Let's just try that. F7. Oh, look at that. This is something I didn't play around with much on Ape's Donkey Kong Land colorization hack. But yeah, we can at any time swap the palettes of the Kongs. That's interesting. So DK can have a yellow tie, a blue tie. I can't tell. All right. Oh, I wasn't... I'll show you when I put the screen back up. Sorry about that. There's different background styles. So like I said, the earlier game used more clean digitized photos, but they've put a filter on them for this re-release. You can swap between those at any time if you want. Okay, so there's nothing in here about the HUD, unfortunately. So I'll swap it back to the game. Yeah, there's no other files in here. 2.0. Yeah, I don't know. So the HUD's just going to be there, I'm sorry. At least with this, the way they've done it in this game, as compared to, you know, the square-ish 4:3 smaller original style, the screen's much bigger, so even if they're not going away, they're at least sort of not taking up as much of the screen real estate, basically. It's like sort of keeping off to the edges, which is, you know, something at least. I saw this glimmer. Just a banana bunch. If you're going to teach me that doing that only gives you banana bunches, then I'm going to stop trying at a certain point. Bristle. So here we're seeing like enemies from all three games basically on the screen at the same time, with Mankey and Bristle and Flitter at the same time. From 1, 3, and 2 respectively. So what's this for then? Oops. Well, never mind. Oh, I like that. That is very fast climbing speed. I'm a fan of that. Okay, so we've traversed the ship deck for the first half of the stage, And the second half is going back across the same area, but on top of the mast. Very cool. Whoa. I forgot how mini neckies worked in 2. I expected it to cough a coconut at me. I've been playing too much 1 and like land recently, I guess. Hello, Mankey. Oops. My first damage. Oh! Oh, are you kidding me? My barrel impacted the Mankey's barrel, but the enemy barrel kept coming. That's not how that's supposed to work. Oh well. Where was that DK head icon from? It's like one of the Mario parties or something. Definitely a Nintendo era render. See, I won't get caught out by this time. Okay, so we're still looking for the bonus, if we can. Ooh, parry, that's a nice surprise. I'm still going to keep checking these, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it. I don't know how this game is going to handle the whole 4 Kongs thing. Different versions of DKC4, the Kong's Return, of course, handled it differently. Sometimes there would be a rotating barrel, like in Tropical Freeze. I was hoping to respawn that mini necky so I can bounce on it to get up to that higher platform. Oh wait, I have the team up move. Of course. And a late demo of the Kong's Return had sort of all 4 of them traveling behind you in a line. Oh, I missed the O. When did that happen? Nuts. So yeah, I don't know how this game's going to handle it. We'll see as we progress. Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice prize for that. Nice. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is, if I miss anything in a stage, just replay it immediately. Try and get everything. So apologies if that's too slow paced for you, but I was intending this to be a little bit chill. Really take it in and appreciate it. So it's got to be something to do with that TNT barrel, right? What if I bring it back here and crash open that doorway? Is that something you would ask me to do, is traverse across the entire stage? I wonder if we can get Mankey's barrel to break it. Number 3 had things like that sometimes. You would use Bazooka's barrels to break something open. Oh, it's actually saved my Kong barrel collection, my Kong letter collection. Kind of the upside of having that persistent heart, I suppose. But it's telling me that, yeah, I don't need to collect those other letters again. In fact, I don't know if they even appear. So in returns, it did save your letters, and there we go. We didn't have to progress across the whole stage. But I still haven't got a bonus here. Huh. I wonder. Any ideas in chat? Otherwise, we'll just... Oops. Never mind. Yeah, of course, in returns, getting the Kong letters would open up the secret level in that stage, in that world. But you could go back into a level and you'd see which ones you'd got. Like, they'd still be there, but they'd be transparent. See that? That face facing the screen. Very disconcerting. Never mind. Can we do this? Yeah, just enough of a hitbox. That's a bit iffy sometimes. So my first instinct when I got back over here, curse you, was to do this. Oh, well, that didn't work. Who is Tomokazu Komiya Orson? Oops, sorry. I was reading the chat. Tomokazu Komiya art collection, except for super rare cards. Super rare cards. Is this Pokemon card art? I was recently going through my old childhood collection. Oh, it's giving me Diddy this time. From the Brawl render, actually. I recognize that face. Okay, so we're sourcing a few different, you know, things here. Yeah, Pokemon cards. Cool, cool, cool. Any I would know? I don't know. I was actually a fan of... Okay, so now we're Diddy and Dixie. Lovely. DKC2 vibes on the shipmast. Still looking for that bonus there. Aha! I saw it. There might be only one bonus per stage, which is a bit of a relief, to be honest. Yeah, so you know what Pokemon cards I liked? The old ones where it was like... kind of, at the time, a primitive... Well, not at the time, but now if you look at them, it's a fairly primitive 3D render. I always thought they were really fun. Worked particularly well for Porygon, who has become one of my favorites, actually. Alright, what we need to do is roll this bristle. Roll this bristle. Dash this Neek. Team throw this flitter. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, Orson also misses the old style late 90s CGI. Kenji Kinebuchi, is that who did the 3D ones? Yeah, those were nice. Ugh. Yeah, that's rough with the Mankeys. You gotta be quick to get under that barrel or over it. Just be careful. So, Tomokazu Komiya draws in a primitivism style. I love it, says Orson. Sounds interesting. I do like when they do something different with the Pokemon cards. Like, the most boring ones to me were always just the, oh wow. Very vibrant background here. The ones where they took the Ken Sugimori artwork and just pasted it onto some kind of background. I wasn't a big fan of that. Because you can get that artwork anywhere. Of course, if it was him doing a new artwork, that was nice. Alright, so here we got a little bit of a Sonic the Hedgehog style. Gotta grab a bubble before you run out of air. And I do not recognize that jingle that plays when you fill up on air. Ah, okay, cool. So On Guard will help us get around faster. We're not transforming into On Guard, so it's not going to take away the air concerns entirely. But again, very pleasing to have this mashup of DKC 3 style Coral with the DKC 1 enemy types. Of course, it is quite confusing to have all these Bazza openings in the walls and no Bazzas coming out. Oh, there's a Bazza. I spoke too soon. But to have so many without Bazzas coming out and then one with, that's not on. Alright, so a little bit of a control quirk here. Oops. Oh, I actually took damage. That's new for an animal body mechanic. And On Guard does do an eager automatic lunge when there's an enemy nearby, it seems. Oops. But yeah, I'm holding Y to move around. It looks like that doesn't actually make a difference with On Guard in this case, interestingly. But usually what you would do in the classic games, you hold Y to move around on Guard and then press B to lunge. That does not work here. So pressing Y at any time will lunge. B does nothing. Oh, Clambo's here. Hello. So that arrow's trying to trick me. See? There we go. Collect the stars. So, you know, they're doing something with the air meter by having these bubbles around. It's similar to what Tropical Freeze did. Try and push you on through the level. It's just a different sort of design ethos to res SNES games, I would say, for Donkey Kong. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now. I was saying I thought it might lend itself more towards DKC2 style water level design, but apparently not, because they've got this bubble mechanic for refilling your air during swimming sections. Alright, have we seen Kitty's end of level celebration yet? Okay. So how the Kong's Return does it is it gives him a newly made asset of the drum kit, and he plays a little snippet of Lakeside Limbo's theme. Nice kitty face there. That looks very strange, actually. Yeah, Gibbon says that that design ethos with the way it works is a bad design ethos. All right, so it looks like this kind of controller pad house is actually Andre's room. I've seen cutscenes of this Andre character in on the YouTube channel, and I swear I saw them in game, but I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself. I didn't have a lot of prep time this morning. There's been a lot going on, so my notes are a little scarce for this, but that kind of probably, I hope, lends to the sort of chill vibe of playing this game casually for the first time, maybe not knowing so much about it. So yeah, Andre, this is a representation of the main programmer. You're finally here. I'm here. I'll focus on programming, and I can't wait to meet you. I'm Programmer Andre, and believe me, I know absolutely everything about our universe. By the way, did you know this entire universe was created not in just 7 days, but in 7 years? Yes, it took 7 years of hard work for all this to exist, thanks to Lord Luiz Silva. Anyway, if you let me talk, this will become a monologue without end. In any case, whenever you see me around, come say hi. I know everything, and I can give you invaluable information about everything that exists here. Lord Luiz Silva bless you. Alright, so yeah, this is the programmer of the game. Oh, what? Okay. So I guess he's the replacement for Cranky, giving you tips. You can see on the walls a lot of cool stuff here. Nintendo Power covers featuring the DKC series. On his wall, he's got a lot of arcade style paraphernalia as well, with DK Sprite up there. The cabinet, of course, on the left. Retro Gamer, old but gold, says the sign on the left. And all the game boxes. The North American box of the Super Nintendo with the DKC pack in. And I can't tell what those books are on his shelf. But all very cool stuff. Actually, come to think of it, because that's also the Brazil flag up there hanging above the bunk. Did Brazil get the North American design of the SNES? They must have done if it's so prominent in this game made by a Brazilian guy. So yeah, okay, I'll give it that. So he wasn't really helpful at all, was he? Let's just go one more time. Andre, tell me something. Yeah, it's the same stuff. So I can just leave. Okay, that's fine. So I've seen that room. I've seen Andre's sort of sprite in the kind of style of the DKC games. Yeah, I didn't know it would be so prominent in the game. That's fun. That is fun. Okay, what's Wrinkly going to do for us? Oh, wow. Look how intricate this is. So many family photos on the wall. Lovely. All made of old renders, of course. In higher res than you'd ever seen them before in the DKC games. She had similar photos in her save cave in DKC 3, but they were so small it was really hard to make them out. I always thought there's one render of Cranky with his 2 walking sticks, and I thought it looked like a potato with legs because it was just so low res at the time, you know. There's my anecdote for you. Lots of lovely stuff in the background too. She's a hoarder, much like Cranky in his usual monkey museum areas. Nice rug too. But for some reason she's got, yeah, original Donkey Kong there. Is that the NES version? Must be, right? Just playing on loop. Must be the attract mode. Anyway, hello, Wrinkly. Speak to me. No speaking. Like Funky, she is a silent character, apparently. That's a little sad, but oh well. André talks to us at least. Ooh, trophy gallery. I couldn't move on that screen, but maybe from the menu we'll see a trophy gallery later. I'll just keep playing for now. Jeff says, interesting to see her not be a ghost. That's a good point, actually. I guess this is set between 3 and 64. Of course, famously, when you first see Wrinkly in DK64, she says, oh, hello, dearies, I died after DKC3, and now I'm a ghost. So, how's that going? Yeah, interesting. I guess it makes sense. If you're using this art style, Wrinkly was never a ghost in the DKC art style, so since a lot of assets in this game are kind of imported from the SNES games, then you'd have to make some custom Wrinkly sprites, I suppose. I was so used to DKC1 trees, I didn't think to use the team up mood very much in the first level, but of course we can do that to get higher up here. Hello, Recoil. Oh, Knick-Knack. Oh, we just defeated in one hit. I wonder if Diddy will take 2. A bit like armies in DKC1, because Kitty is, of course, a heavy character. It's interesting how there's these different mechanics. Yep, that's how it works, and then I can pick it up. There's mechanics that work a little bit differently between the 3 games, and meshing them all together is, yeah, an interesting little challenge. And the different fan games do it differently, don't they? Okay, so that was interesting. We found a fake bonus barrel that tricked us and actually put us further back in the level. With a little bit of a cackle. With a K, that is. I still don't know what the coins do. Let's just grab one here. 3? What? I had way more than that. Did I have to use them all to save? I'm kind of baffled by this. What's going on? Yeah, catching your partner after a team throw works a little bit differently too, but that's okay. There's only little minor changes here compared to the original games. What are those platforms actually? I didn't stop to look. Hopefully there's more soon. Oops! Big flowers maybe? Oops! That was silly. Yeah, what are they? I'm gonna say flowers, but I'm not sure. Summer rain. That is a nice rainbow in the background. Oh, the 2 heavyweights together. That's interesting. Kitty and Donkey. Very cool. Justice for Kitty Kong. Alright. Oh my gosh, no. So, I'm wondering how to get up to that higher blast barrel. Looks like it was a shortcut of some kind. I wonder if Dixie can do it. So it looks like you can't predict which Kong will be given to you by DK Barrel unless you have taken damage and you've only got the solo Kong. Well, if I die again, I'll try and figure that out. There might be a collectible up there to get. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Now there's a DK barrel behind that tree because I saw it earlier. I saw the head icon when I was just Kitty. Ah, Espresso's here. Hello. Oof. Poor Espresso having to carry Kitty. He is a big boy. Okay. So Espresso's initial flap doesn't give you a little boost of height, but they're very fast. Oh, the no Espresso sign. That's got to be a new asset because there weren't signs like that in the original game, of course. Okay, I definitely missed something there, so let's just go back. Try and get that blast barrel. Okay. Whoops. Nah. So one of the things I really liked about the Kong's return, at least in the demos that exist so far, is the attempt to create new level types and assets that match the original, you know, to greater and lesser extents of success. You can see there's a little red cross on this bonus barrel actually telling you that it's not to be trusted, a little bit of an indication. Alright, with this barrel, maybe we can break a wall? Well, I don't know. Yeah, but so I'm curious if this level is just sort of the reused assets all the way through. So I did find this secret barrel chain there, and there was no tangible reward for us, so we'll have to keep looking. Oh. I love Espresso's idle animations. Oops. Well, I've run out of use of Espresso. And no reward either. That's rude. But I did notice this just now. Aha! So there's our G. Still no bonus there. Any ideas? I'm thinking maybe in a pit somewhere. That's always annoying. DKC1 occasionally did the blind jump in a pit to get to a bonus thing, and not the biggest fan of that. I wonder if that's the answer here. I might be reduced to that unless it's a double team throw off a treetop. What's going on here? Kept dropping Kitty for no reason there. It might have something to do with the fake bonus barrel. I wonder if you can interact with that in any way. Because that's a new thing. Hey Bobinator, what game is this? This is a fan game based on Donkey Kong Country. It's called Donkey Kong Country The Trilogy, and it aims to remix and mash up stuff from all three of Rare's SNES classics into one game, and have, yeah, all new levels, all new stuff, some new assets and things. And right now I'm trying to find the bonus in this stage, because this is a fake bonus barrel, and throwing a barrel at it did nothing. So I'm gonna... Oh, what if I destroy the zinger and then go down there? That might be it. I would need another barrel though. So what I'm going to do is use this. Kitty takes a little bit to catch up with you. I hope the barrel respawned though, otherwise I'm going to have to just start again. And I do not know what the pause button is either. Bob asked, neat, is it finished? It is finished. This is actually the 2.0 release, so it was finished like a year ago, and they went back and added new stuff to it, like new backgrounds and things, cutscenes. So yeah, it is definitely in a finished state. Orson Zed also saying that it's below the zinger, but I got there just before he did. Yeah, the pause button, enter, nothing's working. I wonder if, yeah, the keyboard actually doesn't work. Oh, hang on a sec. I think my OBS window was in focus there when I was pressing those buttons. Nope, still no good. I can move with the arrow keys, so it's not... That's not the problem. I'm not going to press escape because that might quit the game. I don't know how to pause, so I'm just going to fall off here. It's going to cost me a life, but that's okay. We have plenty right now. But I do wonder if there's any way to get more lives easily. There's no Swanky's bonus bonanza or anything, it seems like. Whoops. Whoa, nice. So yeah, I understand your concern, Bob, because of the other fan game that's mashing up all the DKC games. Donkey Kong Country 4, The Kong's Return, has been in development since 2011, with multiple demos over the years, but still waiting on that completed... Yep, we were right. Orson and I had the right idea. Yeah, still waiting on a complete version of that. It shows a lot of promise, but yeah, it's been a long wait, and I'm happy to wait. But to have this one coming out in such a complete state was really nice. And I wonder how many DKC fans' attention it really caught. I was saying before that it sort of had a short development time, but according to André Luiz Silva, who has inserted an avatar of himself into this game to talk to us, it actually was in development for 7 whole years, so it's just that there were no public demos or anything released before 2019. Let me see. Bob says, I've been bad at keeping up with streams. That's okay, don't worry about it. What other fan games have you looked into lately? Well, lately, last week I played some very strange and amusing ones. A sort of vaporwave, surreal breakdown of DKC1. A PS1 style 3D barrel throwing game, and King K. Roller, which is its own very strange thing. I looked up gameplay footage, by the way, after that stream of what the game looks like played properly. Or no, let me rephrase. I saw some people playing the first King K. Roller very well, but King K. Roller 2, everybody has as much trouble with that game as I did last week, so I don't feel too bad about that. It's a real mess, that game. Alright. So we got the bonus, all good. But as for earlier, yeah, last year at a certain time I was doing a lot of DKC fan game streams, and the highlights were Donkey Kong Country 4, The Kong's Return, which I noticed on their Facebook page recently. They did like a master post linking all of the different demos they've released in one place, which is very convenient. They didn't have that at the time I was researching it, so I actually missed one for a little bit. Let me see. I guess the other one I've done recently is the fan colorization patch of Donkey Kong Land, which is a really well done little patch. You can find that on romhacking.net. Yeah, in a minute I'll look up some of the streams I did earlier and I'll tell you about those. But first, we got the boss of World 1, and it's Belcher. I'd love to see her back. The only living barrel character in any of these games, strangely enough. So here she comes. Whoop, okay. So this is a bit more threatening than her boss fight in DKC 3. Bouncing back and forth, but what are we going to do? Oops, I missed completely. That was terrible. This might be like the Dumb Drum fight in DKC 1 GBA, where instead of Dumb Drum just falling down and hurting itself, you were given TNT barrels to throw against it. Yep, that's how it works. So we're going to be grabbing these spawning TNT barrels to damage Belcher. Whoop. Okay, cool. And we've got a kind of remix of the DKC, or rearrangement of the DKC 3 boss music in the background, which is very nice. Love to hear that. Ooh. Always love to hear Evelyn's work being used and reused. Where's that scream from? That's from Baron K. Rullenstein, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. There we go. Have we seen Diddy's animation yet? I know he didn't do the work here, but let's give him the glory. Of course, it's just taken from DKC2. And here's Cranky. Yeah, show who is the best here. So much like in the GBA remakes, Cranky's going to show up after a boss fight and give us a little bit of encouragement or mocking. In this case, it was encouragement. Jeffix very excited about Belcher. Yeah, Gibbons saying that I've covered most of the fan games, or Milo has covered most of them, or at least it feels like it. Alright, so again, speaking of Evelyn's work, this is one of the Evelyn Novakovic tracks from DKC1, the map screen. Simeon Segway. Alright, I'm gonna do a little search. Comms. Oh yeah, okay, I had a separate document. I should have put these notes in this document. Never mind. DKC4, the Kong's Return, that was a good one. Alright. Maybe I'll link you some of my videos, but I've got some notes here to remind myself of what I played, so that should be interesting. Okay, but as I refer to those, we'll keep playing. So here's World 2, Waterfalls Sunset. Judging by the time, it looks like I'll do about maybe 2 worlds per stream, hopefully. I do want to play through this whole game because I'm enjoying it a lot. And having a fan game of this level of quality and this amount of content is really nice, especially in this style, because I love DKC a lot. So yeah, I'm going to give this the full attention that it deserves. So look forward to some more streams of this in the coming weeks. But for now, we'll keep going. Dread Forest. Looks like a very kind of autumnal type forest here. I knew it. I knew you go to the side at the start. TNT, what's that going to do for us? Okay. Very early DK coin in this stage. But we've got a, yeah, kind of Gusty Glades type thing going on here. There's something weird about the team throw. The second Kong seems to hop off me automatically a lot for some reason. Okay. Naughty in the forest. Claptrap. Cute. Oh, how do I get down there? Maybe like this? Oh, nope. An earlier barrel. Alright, so here's some of the other fan games that I played during last year's DKC Bonanza. I played a lot of bootlegs, which was really fun. I don't know if you could call those fan games, but they're made by, you know, they're unlicensed games, not made by the proper team, who did the original games, but yeah, maybe the difference is they're sold for profit or not done out of passion. I don't know. How do you make that distinction? There was definitely something down there, wasn't there? I'm not going to grab that barrel. Ah, okay. So that's how you get the bonus. You just have to be more careful. But yeah, in terms of, you know, indie fan games by small teams, I played a tribute to Donkey Kong Country from 2014 by Igor F. That was really interesting because it was all done with 3D models that were made from scratch. And it was like, I don't know, Unreal Engine or whatever. Go away, Crumple. Yes. And it took inspiration from Donkey Kong Country Returns, unlike most fan games that go for older styles, because that's, you know, a bit easier to work with and more nostalgic. But yeah, it was really interesting. It had a giant spider, much like Arik as a boss. A lot of rope swinging. Some of it was a bit awkward because of the 3D engine. Oh! Whoa! That was interesting. And, you know, the physics were a bit wonky, but it was really interesting. I enjoyed it. There was one full world of playable levels that were made. Yeah, I've actually... It's one of the few fan games that I've included an element of in my upcoming big fan art of, like, all Donkey Kong stuff. Because... Oh, boy. Oh. It just takes you here. Okay. Did I actually get the bonus? Did I? I don't remember. I'll just jump in. Destroy them all. Yeah, I definitely did. Anyway. Yeah, I included an element from it because one of the levels has a giant necky vulture with a platform on its back that you ride on. Sort of like the whale in Donkey Kong Country Returns. But I sort of counted that as a new animal body from latter-day games. And yeah, it is interesting seeing a fan game where usually the production values are not as high being inspired by something like Returns where the you know, the values have never been higher. Okay, that's another chain that has to start earlier. I'm not getting my roll jumps off at the right time. They're coming off quite late. So yeah, that one's hosted on IndieDB. It's pretty interesting. I won't bother getting those coins. I noticed that I lost all my coins again, and I'm kind of upset about that. I've only got 3 now. Not that I know what they're for. Maybe this game isn't finished. I don't know. Okay, well, I've got the bonus and I've got the DK coin, so there's not much more to be concerned about in this level. Oh, I missed the end. Nuts. I'm going back. Except I might not be able to get all the way back. Oh! Yeah, I should have been... I feel like I should have been able to roll jump there, but it yeah, wouldn't let me. Okay. So it's got to be this, right? Orange Zinger, yeah, destroyed with a TNT barrel. It's interesting going back to the original game where it had all these different palettes of zingers. What the heck? There was an invisible platform up there. It totally threw me off my jumping arc, but I guess it's a little shortcut past that bit. Anyway. I played a game called Diddy's Conquest 3D, which was very amateurishly made. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's a kind of strange experiment in making, you know, it was very much based on DKC2, but it was a 3D style game. Well, 2.5D maybe? I don't know. It was odd. But it was an adventure. It was part of this grand adventure. Oh, there are so many lower paths that you can grab, but waterfall at the end. Oh, what's that in the background? K-Rool always win. Bit of graffiti carved into a stone, it looks like. Or a tree. What else did I play? Donkey Kong Country Game Maker Engine, which is hosted on the DKC Atlas forums. I think that was, yeah, it was a one level thing, very long level, basically just a tutorial showing what the engine was capable of. It looked like it was pretty similar to this actually in how it worked in terms of it being widescreen and big, and then but reusing all the assets from the original games. Only a proof of concept though. This is clearly a big finished game, which is again very impressive. Climbing cataracts is the next level, and yeah, totally agreed, Jeff. It's always a trip seeing enemies in these levels from different games. Yeah, it's really cool. The big novelty of these kind of things. So right now we're in DKC 3 land in the waterfall, but we've got the enemy spawning barrels from DKC 1 giving us DKC 1 critters. And we're playing as Diddy, so it's all... Oh! And skidders as well. You might look at these and think, why have skidders and critters in the same level? Because they are serving the same gameplay function, but hey, they're here because why not? It's fun. It's a fan thing. Why not? Indeed. Okay. Critters actually look a little smaller than the skidders there, but skidders don't even serve the same function, really, except because they go back and forth on the top of the snowy houses. I'm thinking of clomps, really. No, cobbles, actually. Cobbles. I'm going to need to get a partner back to make that team through. Oh, parry. That'll work too. What? Excuse me? Was that just a parry kill plane or what? Does falling into a platform kill parry? Is parry not able to make contact with the ground? Interesting. Unclear. Yeah, but it's odd that skidders were acting as cobbles, actually, just kind of running along in a straight line. I don't know, whatever. DK! So I'm missing out on the parry bonus there. Oh! What? Did I need to save some barrels? Yeah, gotta backtrack, grab these. Interesting. Should have known. That's a rocket barrel. Oh, that respawned. Good. That was a roller coaster of emotions, says Jeff. Oops, no. Curses. Yeah, I was going to talk about the scale. The critters, when you put them up against other things here, they look a little small. I feel like the enemy designs were reframed a little bit in 2 because you're playing as 2 smaller monkey type Kongs, and they wanted them to look bigger, so from then on things were sort of rearranged. So then when you mash them up, the scale seems like it might be a little off. I don't know. So we're collecting green stars now when we were collecting red hearts at the start, so it seems like they don't, like, it's not consistent, but that's fine. Change it up, who cares? It's just a random collectible. But this is our first appearance of Squawks in this game too, and like a lot of things, the controls and the physics seem like slightly different from what I remember on the SNES games, but still, you know, recognizable enough to be perfectly serviceable. I'm not going to demand that fan games get everything, you know, 100% accurate. Okay, so I saw that banana. Didn't quite make it. Maybe we'll get Dixie to fly over there. Oh, a mincer. Again, like Jeff says, it's always just a novelty seeing that kind of thing. Alright, so I'm going to do a little maneuver here. Yeah, there we go. I knew it would be important. By the way, if you are a fan of these DKC style games, check out Kaze and the Wild Masks recently released indie game. It's a whole game basically where you're playing as Dixie. Kaze is a rabbit who can swing her ears around to do a ponytail twirl, essentially. So, and it's very DKC style structure and, you know, design ethos. So, yeah, it's cool stuff. Very well made little indie game. Okay. And not little, I shouldn't say little, because it's a full game with a lot of levels in it. Much like this one. Okay, what else did I play? Then I've written here like Monkey Shines, the old Mac game that I've talked to Bob about trying to run before because it's a bit of a hassle to get it running. What else? Kong's Return. Oh yes, of course. There's a few more, so I'll talk about those. Okay, but first, Giant Trees is our next level. This is going to be a DKC3 Redwood, I'm sure. Oh no, it's a DKC1 Forest. With... What the heck was that sound? That was weird. What are those porcupine enemies called? From 2. I know 2 so well, but apparently there's some things I haven't absorbed totally into my brain. Oh yeah, as Gibbon says, it's both. Didn't call it out, but yeah, we've got the forest going into the redwood. So that's cute. I love that. I'm a big fan of that. Oh wow, you can bop a Kachaka. Who knew? This has got to be important. For something. Oh! Oh! Cool. Nice. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, let me tell you more games that I played. So, Donkey Kong Rumble, a 1999 very early, again, fan game for PC, which is very simple. I saw Reiji playing it, and Reiji loves playing these old type of games. Okay, that was just wonky. You saw that. Everybody saw that. Oh, a fake one. Ah, I should have paid more attention. You can spot those by the red X, but never mind. Yeah, so I saw Reiji playing this Donkey Kong Rumble game, and so I played it as well. It's, you know, it's fine. It's a 1999 game. Simple and strange and awkward, but it's okay. Alright, shall I go down here? No, I'll go down here. And then I can spot the inside of that tree. Yeah, okay. Looks like that was just a straight down. Getting more twinkles everywhere. Kitty is not able to hand slap, but I don't think they usually hide anything too critical because it seems like, yeah, you can roll into a Kachaka as well to defeat them. You can't defeat them at all in DKC 3 or Land 3, I believe. So that's interesting, being able to destroy them. Very pleasing. Yeah, so it looks like the way this game handles the Kongs that I was speculating about earlier is that it doesn't really matter which ones you have. They're all able to team throw each other as effectively as anyone else. The only, I guess, main benefit is Dixie having her tail spin, her ponytail spin rather. Donkey is able to hand slap those things, but because they can't guarantee that you have Donkey at any time, because like all the DK barrels are predetermined, they're not going to hide anything really crucial in there, it seems like, which is just fine with me. Yeah, so that's where I fell down before. There's a banana bunch there, but is it just a trap? Let's find out. Oh. I'm going for it. Okay, cool. It's a relief. Got it. I could have got it with a team throw anyway. That's another weird thing about mixing in elements from the games. There was no team throw in 1, so using those tires was sort of a substitute for that, for gaining extra height. Moving a tire around, pushing it across various things. Oh, okay. So this is like grab the bananas in 3, but they're not green. That threw me off. They should be green. They definitely should be green. Oh. This is a cool kind of bonus. Oh! No! Using the unique abilities of an animal body in a little challenge. That's cool. I think these are DKC 1 zingers, actually. They redesigned them slightly for 2. Alright, what else did I play? Donkey Downfall. That was a sort of homebrew game from 2014 for the Amiga. I wouldn't recommend it, though. It's very simple, not much to it. Donkey Kong Country Club. You can get that one on itch.io. It's entertaining. It's very authentic in its look, but it's kind of an auto-scrolling thing. You're riding a jet ski, and you just have to get through this one kind of quick, difficult level. But yeah, it was a nice novelty, that one. What? You're kidding. Was I supposed to bring my invincibility all the way there to get that G legitimately? Oh well. I think that's everything for the level. Kitty carrying a crate. That's cool. That reminds me of... Well, there's one crate in the entirety of DKC 3. And it's on a waterfall level. It feels like they left it in by mistake, because crates are in 2. Yep, we got everything there. That's cool. Enchanted Autumn. Lovely. Yeah, so Donkey Kong Country Club is a bit of fun. Kind of a silly little auto-scroller game. Cool. And the novelty of this is getting me again. Kitty in like a DKC 2 style forest with a very DKC 1 style platform mechanic going up and down like that. Let me see. Yeah, the big one. This is the one that I probably enjoyed the most. I spent 2 streams playing through the whole thing, although there were technical difficulties associated with it, so maybe wasn't the best way of doing it. But the DK Bay, a fan game from 2011. It's been republished recently on itch.io, so I definitely do recommend this one. It's using a lot of fan-made sprites that are in the style of Payon's King of Swing, as well as sprites ripped from King of Swing. It's a really cool game. Again, like this, it's a full game, a full set of levels, 30 levels, 7 bosses. Each level has 2 bonuses. It's even got a secret bonus boss at the end if you do well. It's really cool. Yeah, and like it was always the dream of every DKC fan, I think, for a while to have like a proper platforming adventure game with those King of Swing style graphics, because King of Swing is great. A lot of people love it, but it's got an unconventional gameplay style with the whole peg grabbing and swinging thing, which is great in its own way too, but people were sort of yearning for a game in that style with those graphics, because the graphics are also very charming. A lot of people love them. So yeah, having this fan game be a fulfillment of that is really nice. So I do recommend checking that one out. It's called the DK Bay, also called Donkey Kong Country 4, but that's now confusing because there's another fan game project with that name. But the DK Bay is a distinctive moniker for it. You can look that up on itch.io, and it's still there, available for PC. So yeah, I would highly recommend that one. And it's finished. Yeah, Pebs, the creator, even came on to that stream and watched and chatted along with me, so that was really cool. I believe I backed those up on my Twitch channel to preserve that chat, but also I do read out basically everything anyone says, so that if you're watching on the YouTube archive, you can get that experience too. Okay, so L and R are not giving me the web platforms, it's just A, but that's okay, we can still work with that perfectly fine. So we're getting a very Webwoods style challenge now. There's got to be something lower down, I'm sure of it. Something I'm missing. Oh, huh. No, the DK coin is up here, so okay. I wonder where these rearrangements came from, or if they're just using different instrumentation. But yeah, I don't know. Soundtrack's good. Mostly taken from the original games, of course, so... Or all of it is? Perhaps partially rearranged. Anyway. I feel like this wall's breakable, but I missed my chance. Oh well. Oh, or did I? Come here, matey. Nope, never mind. I did miss an N though. Let's see. Sorry, I missed that chat. Jeff said earlier, but Milo, if the bananas were green, then only Chunky Kong could grab them. Very good point, Jeff. I overlooked that. What's really... That reminds me of a really fun thing from the Kong's Return, the as yet unfinished fan game, is that they have put Tiny Kong in the recent builds. That's a lot of fun, playing as her. Yeah. Gibbon says, out of this level, I like this sun in the leaves background. And yeah, good call. I didn't mention it earlier, but it's really beautiful. Let's take a minute and appreciate that. Yeah. Cool stuff. Alright, so we're looking for a bonus now, and the N. I still get weirded out by standing on top of a barrel. Doesn't seem like it's down one of those shafts. It could really be anywhere. The roll jump window is tight. That's been throwing me off a little bit. You gotta jump a little bit earlier to pull it off. So it might be a breakable wall. Next time I get a barrel, I'll try rubbing it up against some walls. See if that helps. So here's one. Oops. Oh. Let's just do that. Do this, and then I'll try this. Nope. Nope. I shouldn't have to backtrack too far. That would just be cruel. Nope. Nope. And it ought to break against the wall, I'm pretty sure. Whoa. That was a risky jump. I shouldn't have just done that. Okay, there's a coin up there. Probably not a bonus. Oh! Oh no, what have I done? It's probably low in that web slinging section, I bet. So I'll try there next. Yeah, luckily the midway was just there. Those Kremling grunts. Definitely a highlight of these games. Okay, so let's go low this time. Yeah, there are lower platforms here. Watch those. Oh! Nuts. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a thing I should recommend. If you want to watch, if you don't want to play the DK Bay but want to see someone play it, instead of watching my thing, well, the creator's on there talking, so that's a plus. But I did find a good Let's Play online of somebody who knew what they were doing more and played through the whole thing, showed all the content. I didn't do everything in that game, but that person's name is Ma Ryu. MA space RYU. So that's a good set of Let's Plays for the DK Bay fan game. Oh, wonder if this works. Yeah, seems to. And unlike the original games, I can have lots. Oh, okay, they do disappear eventually. It was sort of a maximum of 2 on the SNES games. Huh, I was wrong. There is nothing down here. Nothing at all. Maybe higher up? Well, that's the limit of the scroll. Yeah, and you can't jump off the screen either. Okay. What is the dealio? Okay, here's another clobber. Can I put barrels down? I don't think I can. Oh no, I tried that already with the second clobber. Oh. What? That is so sneaky. Did I just miss that barrel before? Can't believe I missed that. Oh! No! Oh, hi, kitty. How's it going? Alright, that's fine. No! Gotta be careful. So there is a coin there, but I'm still missing the N. Because I can't use the shoulder buttons, I'm being very careful. Oh, what's that? Hey, blue balloon. 3 lives. Lovely. Go away. If I was a real speedrunner, I would do this. Whoa! Well, that was a very odd set of circumstances. Okay. Shall I backtrack for the end? Oh, that worked. Normally team throws don't let you sort of traverse horizontally, do they? Oh. Yep, I did get the coin. Can't complain about that outcome. Ugh. Oh. This might actually be traversable without Squitter. Oh, maybe not. You have to be able to do it without him because you might lose him. Since everything's riding in this game, at least so far, there's no like guaranteed transformations. So the N. We have previously seen a letter that's hidden inside like a cache in the wall after breaking it down, but I think I've tried all the walls now. Oh, gosh. And you can sort of see the roll jump ability. At a certain point, I start falling instead of cartwheeling from a roll, if that makes sense. And that's when you can't jump anymore. So I'm going to try going up. Oh, that jump didn't give me much height. That's interesting. Bit of physics engine work there, catching me out. I'm definitely getting this N. Okay. Oh, rude. No team throws for me. Yeah, it's like your momentum from the platform moving down means that you can't jump as high coming off it, which makes sense in real life. That's kind of how physics works, I think. But, yeah. Oh, there it is. I would just quit now, but I don't have a pause button. Yeah. You're supposed to be able to start and select to leave a level if you've completed it, but I don't have a pause button. Nothing I've tried has worked. I tried start, I tried enter. I pressed a lot of other buttons on my keyboard and controller. No good. Oh well, never mind. These levels are good, so I don't mind too much playing them again. General Clump, sir. Ooh. Nice. Yep, okay. Maybe I should make a playlist of my videos. By theme, like put all my DKC fan game stuff together. Maybe. No promises. Okay, so what's up next? We got Funky again. Let's just check. See if he's got anything to say for himself this time. Oh, love that sound effect. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about this move. I don't know if it's ever going to be useful, but it's fun. Okay, what's next? Done that. Dark Waterfalls. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is dark. That's a little too dark. Okay. Squawks. DKC 1 Squawks. Tiny Squawks. He doesn't actually look that small. I'm looking at him now. Definitely smaller than the rideable one I saw in the bonus before, I would say. Okay, so we can't go up there. That's interesting. Also, pleased that they do not have the whole screen flash whenever I change directions. That is painful, and also really bad for, say, photosensitivity, epilepsy, that kind of thing. They actually, it's one of the things they changed when they re-released the games on the Virtual Console, is they removed that screen flash. I think Earthbound got similar changes to sort of flashing colors were removed because we have a greater awareness of the dangers of that kind of thing now, so it's good to, yeah, fix that up. Cannon's here. Hello, General Clump again. Okay. I thought that was N for a second. It wouldn't make any sense. So that was a long side path for a K. But yeah, again, the mashup element is here. Sort of squawks lighting up the darkness, plus waterfalls, plus cannon. Mix well, bake in a preheated fan-forced oven at 200 degrees C for 90 minutes. Whoops. If this was Donkey Kong Land, that would have killed me. Oh, come on. Just trying to be careful about that clinger. Woohoo, close one. Oh no. Okay, so it looks like we've had a fun little jungle hijinks style sort of transition as we progress through the level, because it's a lot lighter now than it was at the very start. Presumably because we're getting higher up out of a cave or something, maybe? I don't know. What's the justification? Time of day? I don't know. Whatever the reason, even without squawks, I can actually see what I'm doing now, so that's nice. I wonder if I can bop a clinger. You can just about pull it off in DKC too. It's tricky to do, but if you line up the hitboxes right, you can jump on a clinger's head as it is climbing. Normally they're just dangerous and you have to avoid them. Oh, nuts. Love that sound effect. Hang on, what's that over there? You think that's the bonus? I'm gonna go for it. It was lovely. Okay, destroy them all. By the way, that render of DK and Diddy, I think that's DK64 era. Yeah, get crimpled. Oh no, crumpled. I'm getting confused. Crimp is the replacement for Claptrap and Clamp On. And Crumple is the big blue guy that's a replacement for Crusher and Cruncher, who are the same person, by the way. Just like Cannon is Clump with a pirate hat on. Ooh. Okay, but what's up there? Oh, I did it. Even with clinging on the rope briefly. Okay, so that's an alternate path, or is there something over here? Aha! Oh, but I missed the O curses. Whoa. Okay. So, yeah, the critter hurt me, I hurt the critter, and I jumped off it to the rope. Yoink. I gotta say, it's just hit me how amazing it is to be playing classic DKC in widescreen. I really love that. Oh no. Ah yes, it respawned, of course. Oh! Caught me out. Okay. Whoa! Oh! Cute. Right, I really need a pause button. I wonder what's going wrong with that. Maybe there's like a control setup thing. There's another application in the files called Control 2 Players. Hold on. That didn't help. It doesn't let me set up controls or anything. There's a Java applet in another folder, which seems to be about controllers. Actions. Start. Nothing bound yet. Okay, that might help. Nope, it didn't help. Never mind. We're doing this again and we're getting the K. Oh, again the O this time. So, let's see. The K was on that alternate path, so it's got to be after that. So we're in speedrun mode for a little bit. I wonder what's wrong with the pause button. Yeah. So this is the path, right? So the K was up there. Sadly, it's now gone. Which makes it a little bit harder to tell. So we're just gonna have to be a little careful. Oof. That doesn't feel like it should have worked. See, the thing is, clinging will damage you if you're holding onto a rope. So you have to really space it just right so you're bopping on them before grabbing the rope. That's the tricky part. And there's the midway. And you would think the O should be before the midway. It's not always like that in the classic games. But I don't see any other alternative right now. Oop. Why is that zinger there? Okay. Maybe it's a little bit after the midway. Yeah, there we go. Didn't pull that one off, did I? So I'll grab this. Whoa, did I miss that before? Yep, not quite. Maybe over here. Aha, there it is. It was just past the midway, but that's alright. Just have to get through the rest of the stage quickly. Whoa, okay. Always found the most memorable thing about these waterfall stages was defeating a Crimple-ass kitty and its roar of pain echoing through the background. Wonder if I can replicate that. Try and defeat the next Crimple I see and just check. There is a bit of a reverb on that cannon's grunt there. Ah. Okay. Oh. Well, didn't see another Crimple, never mind. Okay. So we're gonna get to see André soon, it looks like it. But I'll save my game first. Okay, let's just make up some dialogue for Wrinkly because she doesn't have any here. Hello, dearies. It's my day off. That's why I'm not exercising today, and I'm not wearing my active wear. Oh, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to some rest. Would you like to save your games? I don't have my VCR here right now. So you'll have to use this old save barrel that I borrowed from Candy. Thanks, Grandma. Granny. Okay. That's my previous save. I'm trying to like move this screen around to get to the trophy gallery, but there's no way to do that apparently. By the way, I wanted to point out just the TV, I talked about it before, it's playing Donkey Kong. It might be the NES version, but then again, look on top of the TV. What is that exactly? It's an old style console with a cartridge slot at the top, but I'm not really familiar with that generation of console gaming. So can anyone identify what that possibly is? Is that like an Atari 2600 or something? Because if it is, it wouldn't be playing this version of Donkey Kong. The DK on Atari 2600 was very primitive looking by our standards. Yeah. Jeff thinks it looks like a 2600. Gibbon also says it is, so okay. Good to know. Thanks for filling me in. Yeah, so a bit of a disconnect there between the footage displayed in the console, but that's okay. No worries. Right. Does Andre have anything to say to us that's important this time? Let's find out. Good to see you again. It's not easy to go through such a dark waterfall, right? But I knew you could do it. When I was a kid, I had problems with a turbo ski in the northern Kremsphere. I couldn't pass a waterfall, but pressing a button, I ran faster and got it. Indeed, that's what you do. By the way, thinking here, how can there be people who still lives without pressing this run button? It makes me nervous to see people walking so slowly. You're not one of those, right? Some places can only be accessed running. Well, I need to focus on programming here. See you soon, right? Lord Luiz Silva bless you. I feel like that's not advice you should be giving at the end of World 2. That's okay. That's funny. Just reminds me of my Monkey Shines 2 Guerrilla Warfare stream, where I played the entire game for 2 hours without realizing there was a run button, and gosh, that was embarrassing. Okay, so we go down to get over here. Gibbon also says in chat that the DK Atari cart was white, so that's another error, lol. Oh, caught you out, Andre. Oh well. Just one last admirer of this map screen. I like the little lanterns strung up everywhere. That's a nice touch. And the roots sticking out of the cliff face. Very cool. But it's time for the boss of World 2, Cackle. And the shark was cool too. So Cackle is this kind of skeletal ghost Kremling who pursues you in one level in DKC 2, the Haunted Library level. What's that one called again? Never mind. Anyway, he does not appear in Donkey Kong Land 2 because they replaced that level. It's like one of the few instances in Land 2 where it's a level that doesn't have the same name as the original one, because they kind of cut the library aesthetic, they cut the mechanic of Cackle, so you're just sort of back in Kremland suddenly for no reason, doing a different kind of roller coaster stage. But yeah, having to directly fight him is fun, is a kind of a novelty. But it looks like this boss fight works pretty similar to Belcher's, so maybe we can predict how the rest of the game will go. Hit the boss multiple times with respawning TNT barrels as they get faster and faster. You know, it works, I guess. We'll see how the rest of the bosses shake out. Get out, skeleton. Nothing scares my grandchildren. So that's World 2 down. Waterfalls Sunset complete with all bonuses and K's and letters. What's the time? 1:48 I've been going for. 40 levels. How many worlds are there? I'm not sure. I'll just check how many were in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can expect 8 worlds, I guess. Let me see. Should I stop the stream now? Limit them to like 2 worlds each? Or should I keep going a bit? Yeah, I think I'll stop there. That was fun. So come back next week, or watch the next video or whatever, to see Worlds 3 and 4 of Donkey Kong Country The Trilogy, version 2.0, the fan game by André Luiz Silva and team. Let me see. I did do that save just before anything else, so... Oh, but I beat Cackle after that, so I might as well save again. I'll save again, and I'll pick this up next stream and see what comes next. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I think it's very authentic feeling. It's great seeing the mashup of different elements playing as all the Kongs together. Very cool. yeah, I can't wait to see what it does next. It's like nostalgic but new. Very cool stuff. All right, and you can get this game too. Go to, well, the only place I found to get it is from like a Mediafire file that's linked in the YouTube description of like videos on the channel of the development team. So I guess I'll link that. But yeah, there's not really a blog or anything that I could see. Yeah, but you can get it. It's out there. Not too hard to get. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that stream. You can play this game yourself and many other Donkey Kong Country fan games. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye.